Good morning, sir. Pastor.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
You are welcome to News Flow TV 2. Some people in the southeast, precisely the southeast governor and majority of their politicians now soliciting for the release of Masi Nnamdi Kanu. First of all, do you think is this time they should come out, because this is not the time that Nnamdi Kanu has been there for a while? What do you think is wake them up? You have they been before?
I think it's the dynamics of the moment.
Hmm.
Because we understand that is why most of us are saying that what is source for the Jews is equally source for the Ghana.
Hmm.
Don't forget that when this government came on board,
Okay.
they were able to engage the Republic government through diplomatic means
Okay.
to secure the release of Sunday Igboho.
Let's go.
Most of us saw Sunday Igboho's detention in Benin Republic as high-handedness on the part of Nigerian government, because we all believe in what Sunday Igboho stood for. But we knew how Sunday Igboho rose to prominence when federal government was not forthcoming in protecting lives and property under Muhammadu Buhari, and there was a vacuum. So Sunday Igboho rose to fill that vacuum, and he was actually there for the people. It was unfortunate that the government of Muhammadu Buhari saw it differently. They climbed on him, he flew the country, and he was arrested in Benin Republic. But the point is, we are happy that he was released. Now, under the same administration of Senator Ando Bola Tinubu, Bodejo, who is the national chairman of NHLA, formed a group, a kind of vigilante organization, and they armed them without the consent of federal government. And federal government saw that as terrorism in nature. He was arrested and put on trial. Before we federal government through the office of the Attorney General of the Federation approached the court, they cited interest of justice and they brought the charges. So that is why most of us are saying that what is good for the Jews is equally good for the
genders.
Hence, we are seeing Bodejo being released. Not just Bodejo, we are seeing instances where government, maybe Borno State government, in synergy with federal government,
Wadume
we release.
was even also.
No, it's not even the case of Wazuma. I'll come to Waduma. Waduma's case is different. We release Boko Haram terrorists, and they say there's a window through which they can embrace peace and get radicalized and integrated into the society. So if we are seeing terrorists, Boko Haram, Islam members being pardoned and integrated into the society, who now say Anna Kalo that has not been convicted to not enjoy freedom. Don't forget that before now, we had a situation where Court of Appeal in Nigeria ruled that Nnamdi Kanu was extraordinary rendition from Kenya to Nigeria. As such, the federal government wants every right to prosecute him. The federal government appealed that case, and Supreme Court asked them to go back after the case with Tinubu. But the point is, the reason we are seeing much agitation for a release now is what is sought for the Jews is equally sought for the Ghana. Once Bodejo was released, we are seeing terrorists in the far Borno being pardoned, de-radicalized, reintegrated into the society. Why now do you want to keep a man who has not been convicted, though he's charged, who has not been convicted, in detention? So it makes sense to say, hence the Eastern stakeholders are engaging federal government should allow the man to come out of it.
So irrespective of the time or whomever that rise up now, the calling is genuine and actually needed. Now, going to some point, before this time in the court, we saw how Nnamdi Kanu lawyer Ejimako approached judge and seeking for the out of the court settlement between government and his client, that is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. So, meaning that they will reach some agreement. In this kind of agreements, I want to believe that the major bone of contention is the agitation for the Biafra. Do you think somebody like Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will forgo agitation for the Biafra for its relief?
Well, the point is, Nnamdi is a human having blood running his vein, so it is difficult to extrapolate the extent to which he can endure detention and all the conditions attached to that detention, whether he'll be willing to drop agitation. But I can tell you that from what came from Ina Bible, who according to him had conversation with Nnamdi Kanu, that Nnamdi Kanu have accepted to accept any condition that will be put forward by federal government for the purpose of securing his early release from detention. But however I look at it, I think what is important is that Nnamdi Kanu need to come out of detention. But again, you see, the issue of agitation, I don't think it's not tied around Nnamdi Kanu. We are talking about an ideology. The Nobel laureate Professor Olusegun captured it very well when he said it's an ideology that cannot be defeated. So Nnamdi Kanu would have been a small boy during the Civil War. And look at the popularity he has gained because he's fighting for the restoration of Biafra. So what I will encourage federal government to do, beyond releasing Nnamdi Kanu, let us sit down and discuss as a people, as a country, and get every agitator. Let us know where we are not getting it right. What is giving rise to this agitation? Because after the war, the government said no return, no banquet. But everything federal government promised to do after the war, they reneged. That issue of 3 R's. We are talking about reintegration, reconstruction, and rehabilitation. And after the war, federal government virtually abandoned all this. A situation where the people who fought on the sideline of Biafra military police were neglected, were not given compensation at all. Though Buhari tried to do things in that to maybe give them compensation, particularly the policemen that fought on the side of Biafra during the war, but not to follow it through to the point where they were giving monetary compensation. So let us go back to address those injustices that gave rise to civil war, those things that gave rise to agitation. Until you address them from a ideological point of view, you continue seeing agitation and it's able to take a more dangerous dimension if there's not.
That means another Nnamdi Kanu will still be spring up if what cause the issue is not tamed. Sorry, sir. Sorry for taking your time. I just want to go to Kenya. Now, the fire has been burning in Kenya for days now. It has not stopped. The new dimension is the burning down of their presidential aircrafts. Very funny. Do you think something like that can be witnessed here in Nigeria?
Of course, it's still in time to say statement. The point is, we have seen serious level of maladministration in Africa. What I see in Kenya can happen in Nigeria. I do not pray for it. Because if you refuse to do the right thing, that is the consequence of what we are seeing. What we are seeing is not an anger against the current government, sorry, president of Kenya. Because just few days in office. It is accumulated anger of the people against maladministration of the government in that country. The same is applicable here. Since the national democracy from 1999 to date, we have witnessed maladministration from government to government. And it's just that it has come to the peak now. That is why Nigerians seem to be complaining like this. Nigerians are seen to be a docile people. They are docile to a force. Because what is happening currently is capable of igniting protests that if there's not taken, it will go into riot. I do not pray for that because if it happens in Nigeria, the accumulated anger of Nigerians is more than what is accumulated in Kenya, and we are seeing the results of what is happening in Kenya. So that is why, as a country, as a people, the government of Nigeria needs to urgently look at how to address the hardship that comes with all the policies of government. Because as we speak, we are not taking away the fact that the policy of this government has come with serious action, particularly food inflation. The government have to, as a matter of urgency, because the constitution is very clear about the welfare of Nigerians and their security, to the extent that the constitution says it shall be the primary purpose of governance. I think section 14 of 1999 constitution as 1999 constitution of Nigeria as amended captures it. So what I'm trying to say in essence is Nigerian government have to urgently address hardship. Yes, crisis of that magnitude to the imminent.
Thank you very much. Hope when we invite you some other time, you may grant us your interview.
Thank you for having me.